Welcome back to Why TEDx Billings. I'm Michelle, the director of the Billings Depot, and I'll be your MC for TEDx Billings. We are talking with the executive team to hear a little bit about why they're so excited for this event and what you can expect coming up in the next few months. This is Kelli Maxwell. She is the marketing director for TEDx Billings, and we are thrilled to have her here today.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
So tell everyone a little bit about yourself and what you do in Billings.
So I am a Billings native. I was born here, I grew up here. I tried all through my 20s to move out of this state, and I kept ending up back here. So I believe at this point I'm meant to be here. I'm meant to do business and live in Billings. And I fell in love with downtown once I came to that realization. I live downtown. My office is right on historic Montana Avenue. I love downtown Billings. And so I really got heavily involved in Next Gen and different networking groups to meet other people that also love Billings and do business here. And so it's a little bit of my background. I kind of started as a princess. I had a princess company in my 20s here, and then I sold that and ended up starting my own marketing agency.
Fantastic. So how did you get looped into this executive team and TEDx Billings?
So I actually met Devon through Next Gen, and so we've been friends for a few years now, and he asked me to be the marketing director of TEDx, and TED's tagline is ideas worth spreading, and everything I do is based on my own personal tagline is collaboration over competition. And I love TED, I love what they stand for, I love how powerful their TED Talks are, and so I'm like, of course, I would love to be involved in something like this.
Yeah, so many of our executive team has said the same thing. They've moved away and they've come back, or Billings has just drawn them in, and this is where they want to stay.
Yeah.
So what about Billings really inspires you?
I love that it's Montana's trailhead, right? We can live here, but then go anywhere we need to go around. Hiking's an hour away, boating, biking. We're very active. We live right under the rims, actually. So we kind of have our own private park to take the dogs for a walk every evening. And I just love walking around. I ride my bike to work downtown. I just love the culture down here, and I love, the Montana lifestyle. It's pretty laid back. It's pretty outdoorsy, and I think that's what I love most about it. And I love history. We have such a rich history.
Yes, we do. And so I assume that a lot of that kind of led to the theme for this.
Yes, it did. So we came up with inspiration under the big sky, staying true to our roots while developing our future. I'm from, third generation Montana ranch family, and so we just have such a rich culture and a rich history here. I really wanted to celebrate that because we are, Montanans are innovative by nature. We have long, hard winters. There's not a lot of opportunities for different jobs or industries here, so Montanans themselves are creative because they have to be, right, to make a living. And so I really wanted to celebrate that, how talented and creative Montanans are, and we lean on our history to draw from.
So how do you see presenters, like the speakers for TEDx Billings, how do you see them contributing to that idea and that theme?
I think they're either people who are from this area, or they came here and same thing, they fell in love with the place and they don't want to leave. They chose to stay and raise their families here. And I think they all bring a little bit of that to the table. They have history, they have stories, they love Billings, they love the culture here, and they celebrate that in what they do every day already. And so those are kind of some of the speakers for this theme that we wanted to bring on to, I think Billings kind of has a little bit of a reputation of not being the coolest town in Montana, or there's not as many things to do, but I think there is, and I think we just need to show people that.
Right. How many speakers will there be?
There'll be 16 total. Performers too. We have speakers and performers.
So a lot to learn, a lot to listen to and take away from.
Yes, it's going to be an incredibly inspirational event.
Yep. And we've also received a lot of community support.
We have.
Once this event was announced. Which organizations have been our strongest partners so far?
The Babcock Theater, that's where our main event will be held, historic downtown Billings again. We're going to have salon events at the Post at the Depot.
Yeah,
so I'm
we're excited to be part of that.
Really excited about that. And Kenny Allen Vinyl, they'll be donating all the signage for the event on stage. And then Billings Community Foundation is our fiscal partner, so they will be accepting all of our donations and tax deductions for our sponsors.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
That's great news.
Yes.
So there's a lot of ways for organizations and the community to kind of engage with this event and get involved. Yes. Where can someone get this information and learn a little bit more about how to participate?
So everything you need to know is on tedxbillings.com, our website, and we're also on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. So really follow us on social media to stay up to date to, when ticket sales happen, announcing speakers. But all the main information will be found on our website, and you can go on there and look at different sponsorship levels. Even as a personal donor, you could donate even $10 to this event and have your name listed. So yeah, really cool
Lots
for
of
the
ways
community to get involved.
The one thing we haven't talked about yet are these salon events. So we've kind of mentioned them throughout these interviews, but can you talk a little bit more about what it is and why someone would want to participate in those?
Yeah, TED allows us to have they're almost like sneak peeks, or I call them, of the actual events. So we can have little salon events, which are just more of a networking kind of meeting where people can come, they can meet our main headline speakers, hear a little bit from them before the actual TED Talk. So it's a really cool, if you've never heard of TED or never seen a TED Talk, kind of get your feet wet, kind of meet some more people in the community. So I think those will be really fun to kind of build, excitement for the main event and get people, you get to meet a headline speaker. Yeah. That's cool. So come out and hang out with us and see what TED's all about.
Well, you've given us a lot of information, a lot of reasons to come to the event in February. If someone didn't know anything, they've never seen a TED Talk before, what is the one thing that you would say why they should be at TEDx Billings?
I think that, again, TED, their ideas were spreading. So anyone who wants to gain knowledge, think of a new perspective, TED just spreads that throughout the world. So I think that's really cool. Anyone that likes to do personal growth type stuff, learn something new, even just Google TED Talks, and there's just incredible things you can learn, for free, which is awesome too.
Who doesn't like a little inspiration in their day? Well, thank you for watching. This is our series, Why TEDx Billings, with our executive team. We hope to see you at the event in February, and if you want more information on TEDx Billings, please follow us on our social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn.